Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. We're happy to have you here. Welcome to the first episode of Adulting with Grace and Riley. I am the host, and this is my co-host, Riley Duke. This is a new podcast I've been wanting to start up since last semester, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I was just lazy. That's what I mean by haven't gotten around to it.
Fair enough.
This will be an introductory episode, so it probably won't be that long, maybe 15-20 minutes ballparking, but we will just introduce ourselves and talk to you guys about our ideas, our own experiences with adulting, and what we want out of this podcast. So we're just gonna jump right into it. I think this will work better, like you said earlier, if we just kind of go back and forth, like interviewing each other.
Sure.
We have this document up that I was working on last week, and we were gonna record this like last week, and then just time didn't work with us. But yeah, let's just jump right in. Introduce yourself. So your name, major, like classification, like your year, like freshman, sophomore. I already know, but they don't. So
Sure.
And where you're from.
So my name is Riley Duke. Right now I am the graduate assistant at Ram Radio, and I am studying counseling. So I'm getting my master's in science in counseling. What I like to do in my spare time, I read a lot, though that's mainly coursework right now.
Mm-hmm.
And also I just work a ton. So I got coursework and then I got work. I'm all over the place.
So you really have like no free time to yourself.
Not a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not a ton. But I still do read like casually.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good way to pass the time. I cook a lot.
Do you have a favorite book?
Ooh. I don't know.
It's okay.
I'll come back to you.
Okay.
I'll get back to you on that.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So obviously I'm hoping to become a counselor
Mm-hmm.
once I finish up my degree. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now.
Love that for you.
and I live in town.
Okay, so is that kind of why you chose Angelo State? Like why you decided to go here?
For sure. It is so much cheaper than other options in the state.
It really is.
Relative to what you get for your money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was going to go to a community college after high school, and then I was like, I don't want to be in this town anymore. I can't do it. I'm
Yeah.
from Snyder.
Yeah.
Horrible place. I don't like it. It's a small town, nothing to do. Literally, a hangout consisted of going to Walmart and then to the park. And that was our whole hangout. Literally nothing to do there. And so I was looking for other colleges, and I had a friend who is like still attending ASU. And so I kind of went for her, but also the tuition and everything, the cost was like much, much cheaper
Mm-hmm.
than most of the schools
Yeah.
in Texas.
I mean, I'll just tell you in my own personal research, it's about 33% cheaper than UNT for my degree
Mhm.
specifically.
Yeah.
So University of North Texas in Denton, so North DFW,
Mm-hmm.
about 33% cheaper than that. About 50% cheaper than Texas Tech. It was the same degree though.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what are we doing here?
That always like confuses me. I guess like I don't know. I think ASU is like a good size of college. So
Yeah.
maybe like other places are more expensive just because I guess they're bigger?
It is.
Question mark?
You see this phenomenon a lot where people will pay for the name.
Mm-hmm.
So that happens with shoes, purses.
Yeah, designer clothes.
It happens with schools too.
I don't really get like all the hype around like big name brands, cuz also with James Avery, so many people are obsessed with James Avery, and like that's fine if you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive for no reason, and it's really just because of the name brand, like you said. But anyway, so about employment, you're a grad assistant here. We
Mhm.
love you for that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Of
Thank you.
course. But you said you have another job. Do you want to talk briefly about that?
Yeah, I'll talk briefly about that.
Mhm.
So I am formerly director of communications
Mm-hmm.
at Sierra Vista United Methodist Church, so that's here in town.
Mm-hmm.
But that just involves pretty much what I do
Mm-hmm.
here. A lot of media, some administrative, like light administrative stuff, and then pretty much just being around for whatever anyone needs.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've realized more and more that's kind of what jobs are. Is just being around when people need you.
Yeah, that
And
really is most jobs.
Yeah, just kind of being present,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so that if somebody needs you, you're there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my other job. That's the other half of my work.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course I've got my coursework too.
Yeah. A lot of work.
A lot of work, yeah. A lot of work.
You live off campus?
I do, yeah. So
Mhm.
I still live with my parents in town.
Mm-hmm.
Which is honestly, if you can be in a position where you're able to do that, like that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Much cheaper.
much cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do all the chores around the house
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, and outside of the house.
Mm-hmm.
We have a really big yard, so in the summer when it comes time to mow it, that's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you don't take advantage. You know, just show them that, you know, you're not there to take advantage of them anymore.
Yeah, of course.
But that things are really, really like tight. And so if you are trying not to go in a ton of debt,
Mm-hmm.
you know, cutting down on living expenses, because you know, rent's crazy everywhere.
Yes.
Rent's crazy everywhere.
Yes, it really is.
So that's a big part of it right there. If you can
Mhm.
just figure out how, and I know you're in a bad situation because your option was just community
Oh.
college in Snyder.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that kind of forces you to have to move if you want to go to a specific school.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've got somebody who lives close enough to one of these schools that
Mhm.
you can live with and not take advantage of them, but
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
that's huge. That is huge.
And also, I saw like videos of like this, but people who like still live with their parents. I like mentioned this earlier off
Mhm.
camera.
Mm-hmm.
People who still live with their parents. Some parents like, I guess like, make them pay them rent,
Mm-hmm.
but then they put that rent towards like them, like money for them to like buy a house.
Yeah.
So they put a down
Yeah.
payment on a house.
That's super cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you know that your kid can't save money.
Yeah.
I get trusted to save my own, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be a really great surprise
Mhm.
for people who have been diligent like that. They
Yeah.
know, oh, I spend like a lot of money.
Yeah.
So kind of knowing that payment is always like
Mhm.
happening. And then to surprise them with like a house at the end of all of it.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea.
Mm-hmm. But
If-
it also brings up like a question: are they gonna like? Because that could only be for like the down payment. Are they gonna pay like the other payments toward that house?
So what I see a lot of right now, and I know a
Mhm.
lot of people who have done this, and housing is just tough. Housing's really,
Yeah.
it's really tough to own, not to rent.
Mhm.
It's really easy to rent. Everywhere will let you rent, but
Yeah.
not a lot of people will let you own. So what happens a lot right now, and we're talking like, you know, I don't know where this misconception came from that, you know, you can't live with your parents into your 20s, because
No judgment to y'all. Housing expensive.
I know people who are still having parents help them out well into their like 30s and 40s. It's
Mhm.
just the nature of how expensive everything has gotten.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that's like not socially acceptable to admit. So what I see a lot anymore is because the parents are the ones with good credit,
Mm-hmm.
and usually they're the ones with, you know, the paid off cars and the paid off houses and stuff.
Mhm.
They've got good credit. So they'll handle the down payment, probably using the money that you were talking about
Mhm.
from the rent of their kids, and take care of the down payment, and then they let the kids take care of
Mhm.
the monthly stuff.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to go about it. Because even with cars, I'm sure everybody had their parent, in most cases, their parent probably put down the down payment on the car
Yeah.
because their credit's better.
Mm-hmm.
So you get better monthly having the credit having the good credit of your parents to help you out.
Another thing that I think is like I always found this interesting. You have to go into debt. Like you have to take out money to build your credit.
Yes.
That's insane. Like you have
Yeah.
to get a credit card to build your credit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, one of the weird misconceptions about when I first got a credit card and started building credit
Mm-hmm.
is that you have to show the creditors and the credit agencies and stuff
Mm-hmm.
that you are in debt to them before they allow you to pay it off, or you
Yeah.
don't build credit. So if you just spend money on a card, pay it off immediately afterwards, that doesn't work for them. It has to go through the creditors and the crediting
Mm-hmm.
agencies, and they have to see that you're in debt to them before you pay it off
That is so insane to
for you
me.
to build the score up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also some credit companies will like deny you if you don't make enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a risk for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And honestly, Americans run up like, I think the latest was $1 trillion in credit card debt or something like that. So Americans run up a lot of credit card debt.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the income to pay the debt off, nobody wants to lend to somebody who can't pay the debt off.
I mean, also putting myself in their shoes, like I wouldn't trust someone if they make like, let's just throw a number out there, like $300 like a month. I wouldn't trust them like for me to give them $500.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's simplistically like what always happens,
Yeah.
right? Is a lot of the time credit card companies and stuff will ask for income verification,
Mhm.
where do you work, what do you do?
Yeah.
Because they're not going to let somebody who only makes $300 spend $500.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. Also, this is another thing that I wanted to bring up. I think we talked like briefly about this
Mhm.
question mark. But one of the questions I had was, do you get financial assistance from your family members? Like your mother or something.
So one of the other good things about this school actually that I didn't
Mhm.
talk about, that's not just the initial cost, is the like scholarships.
Scholarship. Oh, let me brag
They
real
are
quick.
they are crazy.
FAFSA. I love FAFSA.
I love FAFSA
I love
too.
FAFSA.
Yeah.
So many people, well, not like so many people, like a handful of people. I'm like, oh, did you fill out your FAFSA? And they're like, no. Why?
Yeah.
You need, like, I
Yeah.
don't know, like, you need to.
Yeah.
And I like some people, like, they have, money set aside for college, but, still, it's money. It's money.
Yeah.
And, I don't come from a very, wealthy household,
Me
so I
neither.
need
Yeah.
FAFSA.
Mhm.
And, FAFSA, I first, my first semester, I had to live on campus, obviously, and I
Sure.
lived in Centennial.
Yeah.
Luckily, I got it, even though it's, on the more expensive side, but, I had
It's-
FAFSA pay
yeah.
for most of it. I just have to take out, a few loans to pay for, the last semester.
Mm-hmm.
But when, this last summer, I moved out into an apartment,
Mm-hmm.
and so I didn't, that took off, I didn't need a meal plan, I didn't need housing, that took off a lot, and I actually
Mhm.
got, a refund.
Mm-hmm.
And my last, most recent refund was, $2,000.
Yeah.
So-
that's huge.
Yeah. So
For
fill out
somebody
your
just-
FAFSA, guys. Fill out your FAFSA.
And also, I think just applying for ASU, actually,
Yeah.
they will enroll you in all of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of common those are humongous.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10 to 20%
Yeah.
of most of your semester tuition
Mm-hmm.
taken care of if you were a good high school student. For me, I'm getting a scholarship for a graduate school, which is super uncommon right now.
Yeah.
Super uncommon. Just for my undergraduate performance. So being a good student, it does pay.
It really does.
It really does.
Mm-hmm. Also, I wanted to say, for anyone that feels just because it's not socially acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
People who live with their parents, like, you don't need to feel like judged, because like the market for like houses, it's very, very expensive. So if you can like live with your parents, like, that's very, very good, and honestly really responsible for you. Like, if they let you, if you're not like taking advantage, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. No, so like my message to anybody
Mm-hmm.
who is gonna like do that and
Mm-hmm.
live with their parent, you can't, if you're college age, you're like an adult, you
Mhm.
can vote, you can
Yeah.
drive, do the chores around the house.
Yeah.
Like, just do the chores around the house. Like,
Clean the dishes.
exactly.
No one likes doing
Do the dishes, take out the trash,
Mhm.
mow their lawns,
Mhm.
Sweep,
Yeah.
mop. I know it sucks, but if they're giving you a place to stay,
That's the least you could do.
honestly,
Mhm.
yeah.
We're gonna wrap this up because we're getting short on time.
Sure.
But I wanted to lastly talk about our goals for this podcast, what we want to achieve out of this podcast. Me personally, I want to connect with people on a deeper level, and hopefully help our listeners if they're like struggling financially, or just being away from their parents,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or just like stressed about how this economy is going. Like, I was looking for research on apartments, like over $1,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment.
Oh yeah.
That's not even including like utilities and other expenses.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal is to help everyone in some way,
Yeah.
whether that be adulting advice or just someone to listen to.
I'm kind of right there with you.
Mhm.
I think one of, if not my biggest goals, is definitely just to get people out of this kind of this really like not great phase of life where we have literally no money at all.
We literally are broke college students.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it's tough. It was funny. I had a friend, one time, and, we're just sitting in silence,
Mhm.
and then out of nowhere, he's just like, why is it that the most amount of things that you have to pay for in life show up at the point in life where you have literally no money?
Yes.
No money at all.
Yeah.
You're paying for cars, you're paying for houses, apartments to rent, you're paying for school.
Yeah.
It's just nuts. And unfortunately, you're right. Things are kind of tight right now.
Yeah.
And so hopefully we can impart some wisdom onto people and hopefully like get them out of those situations as fast as possible. 'Cause
Before it's too late.
Debt
is like so common.
it's a tough spot to be in. Yeah.
But thank you guys for joining us today on this introductory episode of Adulting with Grace and Riley. We might change the name, but we'll
workshop that.
We'll workshop
Yeah.
it. Is there anything else you'd want to say to our listeners before we wrap up?
No, how about you?
I don't really have anything.
Okay, great.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for joining us on this podcast.
See you later.
We will see you guys on the next episode.